Minute one, Morocco has been here. Right here on Brazil's neck. Not letting them breathe. I don't know how this game is going to end. I don't know.
Allison, what was that all about? How can you make such a mistake? You came out and lined the ball over your head with your height. Like, that was seriously, that was an eyesore. I was pained watching that. What? But come on, Morocco, the ball. Morocco, the ball. You will try to hate watch them, but come on. Can you see what Morocco was doing with the ball? Like, at some point, Brazil could not even keep up with the ball. They were just losing the ball. They were just playing like a team that was not organized at all. But Morocco, the ball. And kudos to Vini for that goal, because 1-1, first half. What a game. If you are sleeping on this game, hey, you are on a long team. You are not a serious football fan. Because this match, chef's kiss.
First of all, the first half of the game between Brazil and Morocco has ended in a 1-1 draw, and so far so good. It has been a very flamboyant and pulsating game. So Morocco took the lead through Saibari, and then Brazil got the equalizer through Vinicius Jr. You see, with the way Morocco are playing, it is no fluke that they are unbeaten in their last 49 games. So they are really playing very well. They are more compact than Brazil. They are more settled than Brazil. Brazil, somewhere, they are looking for the individual brilliance. But look at Morocco, they are all well-rounded. So it's been a good game so far, and these can go either way.
Game between Brazil and Morocco just ended, and these are my highlight and letdown players. Enough with Boadi, I think he was honestly the best player on the pitch. I mean, the composure, the way he was moving on that ball, really reminded me of like a Declan Rice. How composed he was on the ball, the passes, it was just the way he strung the passes as well. Yeah, especially considering his age, great performance. Mazraoui too, great performance. I don't understand why Manchester United don't use him more. He was playing out of position at left back and he was putting up some major work. Brahim Diaz, if I could, I would give him the Ballon d'Or just for the assist. I mean, that was a top tier pass to Saibari. For the Brazilian side, I would say Vinicius Jr. was probably outside the goal. He didn't do much, but that goal was superb. He turned up today, and yeah, I'd say he's a highlight. Now for the letdowns, Igor Thiago. I don't understand. Why was Endrick not used? Why? Didn't he do well in the friendlies? And at Lyon, he was doing well too, no? I don't understand Carlo Ancelotti. I don't understand why you're not using him. But Igor Thiago is just not that guy when it comes to strikers. Stinky. I don't think he's a top player. I genuinely think he's a system player. And outside of Flick's system, he's garbage. What did he do? The amount of chances he missed today. He was so dull.
So it's full time and it's Brazil 1, Morocco 1. And honestly, you just have to give it up for Morocco. These guys balled tonight against Brazil, especially in that first half. These guys balled tonight against Brazil. They showed that reaching the semi-final of the last World Cup was not a fluke. Ranking number 7th in world football ranking, men's international football ranking, is not a fluke. They were able to go toe-to-toe against Brazil and not lose the match. Of course, this is not the Brazil that you used to know before, but you know, they've got a lot of quality in their team still to do damage to almost any team. And Morocco went against them, high pressing, and, you know, basically, you know, gave Brazil any real opportunity in this match. And for this Brazilian side, I'm not going to lie, this is a very disappointing performance from Brazil. Very, very disappointing given the type of players that they have, the caliber of players that I have. I can't really call any Brazilian player that stood out for me in this game. Vinicius Jr., definitely he scored the goal in the match, which is very important, and a very wonderful goal from him. You know, especially in a stage like the World Cup with all the insults he's been getting of being unable to score in the international stage, and he did that in the World Cup, so I'm very happy for him. But he didn't really have a wonderful performance in this match. Nobody in the Brazilian team had a wonderful performance in this game. Rafinha too, who I expected a lot from. In this game, he was almost non-existent, right? In terms of anything progressive, any proper, you know, contribution to the team, creating chances and stuff like that, which I know him for. But then I couldn't see anything from him. Maybe he wasn't deployed in the right position, or maybe it's the instruction. I don't know what it is. But honestly, his performance today was not good. It wasn't great. Losing possession and stuff like that. Vinicius Jr. and him, whether they were competing for who will lose the most duels today. the way they were losing those up and down was absolutely insane, man. It was insane. Like, and Igor Thiago, that striker, oh boy, I don't know which kind of striker be that one. Oh. I don't understand what that one is going to do in this Brazilian national team. I just hope that he's able to step up his game, because that was not, I don't even know what he was there for. Honestly, I don't know what he was doing in that match at all. And like I've said before, you see this Brazilian team, the midfield will come back to haunt them. At the end of the day, there is nothing going on in that midfield, no creativity going on in that midfield. Everybody's just trying to get the ball to the flanks, and then, you know, they should do something from there. And Morocco read this early, they knew this, and they started pressing from the moment Brazil had the ball. They started making sure that the Brazilian team is not comfortable on the ball at all at any point in the game from start to finish. It's very difficult to keep that type of energy for whole 90 minutes, especially without their weather that's like 31 degrees Celsius. Impressive performance from Morocco, I'm not gonna lie, and their group is looking very, very open, honestly, especially you know, before Scotland plays their game against Haiti, which I think they're gonna win. It's going to open their group a lot, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you know, it wasn't a bad game. I think Brazil came out a little bit in the second half, but then that was not a performance that I expected from Brazil at all.
Morocco played as a team and dominated. Brazil needed individual brilliance of Vinicius Junior and Rafinha to rescue them a point from this game. Now, from the beginning of the game, Morocco played an incredible game. They overloaded the midfield and they had a better midfield display than Brazil. Paqueta was just lost in the midfield at some point. Casemiro and the rest of them, you know, they didn't look like they had impact in that midfield. At some point, Vini had to come to the middle and all this kind of stuff. But it took Rafinha getting the ball, passing the ball to Vini, Vini cutting in from the left and slotting the ball into the back of the net to give this game some parity and put it at 1-1. The reality is quite simple. Ancelotti needs to bend some people. That's the reality of it. But as for Morocco, they can build on this. They have a team that can compete. They have a team that just outplayed Brazil. That just outplayed Vinicius Junior, Rafinha, Marquinhos, just outplayed Gabriel, just outplayed Casemiro and the rest of them. They have a team that can compete. And if they continue like this, maybe they have a chance at this World Cup to get to the Final Four. In reality, Brazil, on the other hand, need to tweak some things. Now, the second half, although it was a bit draggy, seemed better in terms of domination by Brazil than the first half. So whatever they need to tweak to bring in the right players at the right time to be able to start who they need to start, Carlo Ancelotti needs to make the tough decisions and bring in who he needs to bring in to be able to regulate and run that midfield. They look like they had one man down in that midfield. And that cannot happen, especially when you're going up against the big boys. And Morocco are one of the big boys. In reality, they got lucky with this match. Kudos to Morocco on the gameplay.
Hey guys, you all have listened to reactions coming from Nigerians. Oh, Morocco. We want to say a big congratulations to you people. You people did your best. Morocco is the only African country with Senegal. We can really say no. You people can take Africa far when it has to do with football. Morocco and Senegal. When is Senegal playing? Because guys, I'm rooting for Senegal. I saw someone said, oh, I'm a hater. No, I'm not a hater because I wasn't supporting Morocco, but seeing Morocco performance, there's no way I'm not gonna support them. I'm telling you the truth. I'm gonna support Morocco on their next match.